do you have to offer for that day? Let's come into a child's pose. In your child's pose, knees are wide, big toes touch. Setting my clock. Melting your heart into your mat. Getting your hips settled into your heels. Setting your intention. I love setting an intention for my practice on the mat. Just wherever it's going to carry me, being grateful and honored that my body will allow the movement. Beginning my yoga breath, breathing in the nose for 5 seconds. And pushing the air out through the nose for 5 seconds. Inhale. And exhale. Really hearing yourself like an ocean wave crashing in. Ujjayi breath. On your next inhale, I'm going to come up into a puppy pose. I love puppy. It opens shoulders, awakens my shoulder blades, my arms. Hips are high. Your goal is for your hip, bone, and your knee to be in alignment. You're trying to bring your chin or chest to the mat. I'm so tight, my upper body, it's really challenging for me to open through my thoracic spine, bringing my chin to the mat. And so I do it so often because it's something that my body does not want to do. It does not like back bending. And this is a nice back bend. Wrapping the shoulders, stretching through the biceps and triceps. Then shift forward into a sweeps pose, into the forearms, dropping the pelvis. Make sure your heels don't splay open. Heels are up. When your heels are up, it helps protect your lumbar spine. You have to be very careful of my lower back. Pressing through the forearms, finding your core. Your core should start to open here, start to feel the muscles. Then slowly lower down, press up into a tabletop. Start with some cat-cows. Inhale, cow, drop your belly down, lift your tailbone, lift your chin. On your exhale, round the back, tuck your tailbone under chin to chest. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat, round. One more, inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Pull up through your cervical spine. Come to a neutral spine. I'm just going to take some body circles. I love body circles. It helps awaken my hands, my shoulders. I'm going to take 5 one direction. And then reverse, going the opposite direction. It'd be great if you could have a full inhale all the way around, full exhale all the way around. Come back to a neutral spine. Walk the hands forward slightly. Wrap your shoulders. Tuck your toes under. Lift up. Downward facing dog. A lot of people like to splay doing this, but you want to wrap the shoulders. Oh, I have an animal. My animals love it when I do. They're good. Oh, you're so pretty. Now slowly walk all the way to the top of your mat and forward fold. Hinge in your hips, let the crown of your head fall. Maybe grab your elbows or forearms. Release the arms and slowly roll it up. Inhale, fingers to sky, sweep it up, full breath. Take With your right hand, grab your left wrist, reach over to the right. Inhale up, reverse your grip and reach over to the left. Inhale up. Take a little back bend from opening, reaching towards the sky. And exhale, forward fold. Hinge in your hips, let the crown of your head fall. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back with your right foot. If the kitty will allow, step back with the left foot. Slowly come to your knees. Just scooch over maybe. Oh, there she is. Then from your modified plank, you're going to slowly lower down. Make sure your hands are underneath your ribs. You want to create this 90-degree angle in your elbows. Lift up, cobra. Lift the hips, set it back, child's pose. Inhale, modify plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, modify plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale to a tabletop. And from right here, you want to pull up through the lower belly, reach your right arm forward, and extend your left leg out. It's really hard. We want to drop down to lift the leg. Try to pull up, find your strength, lengthening through the body. Reach through the fingertips. Now you bend the knee, reach back. You're going for the razor's edge of the foot. Be careful here. I've actually injured my leg by going up too high. Just be wherever you are. Don't try to force anything more. Opening up the right shoulder as you're taking a nice quad stretch. And also, you're finding your core. Inhale back to arrow. Reach. And exhale down. Inhale your left arm up, reaching, extend your right leg out. Pull up through the lower belly. Bend your knee, reach back, going for that razor's edge. Pull it up through the spine. Try not to slope. Inhale back to arrow. And exhale down. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up. Press your elbows back. Grabbing your shoulders. Walk your dog. Inhale your right leg up to three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open the hip. Press with both hands equally. Come back to three-legged dog. Bring your nose to your knee. Round your back. This is more of a powerful move. It's not something you would typically do in a beginner class. Step through. High lunge. Deep breath. Think train tracks. Right foot's on the right, left foot's on the left. Pull in through your core. Extend. I like to stretch through the left heel because it helps fire up my left glute. Firm through the right foot. Breathing in and out of your nose, pull your ribs in, but draw your shoulders down your back. Sometimes we like to push forward, pull in. The more you press through the bottom of your right foot, the more space you'll create in your right hip, so you're not dumping into the right hip. We're going to hinge forward. We call this a power lunge or a humbled crescent. Slowly bring your hands heart center. We're going to rotate to the right, revolved crescent. Looking out over the right shoulder, taking your gaze, finding your drishti, your focal points. Inhale, high lunge. We're going to come into a dragonfly twist. So the left hand's going to come down right underneath the left shoulder. Reach your right arm up. Another nice twist. Take your gaze to the right fingertips. Slowly come down on the left knee, bend the knee, reach back, grab the foot. Let your right knee just fall open. Find your breath. Release the foot if you have it. Tuck the back toe under, lift right back up, dragonfly twist. Then take your right hand on the inside of your right foot. Spin your back foot open at 45 degrees. Pull the tailbone towards the back of your mat. Take the left arm at a 45-degree angle, coming into a side angle. Maybe you take a bind. Left arm comes around the lower back, right arm comes underneath. Make sure you're not dumping forward. Sometimes we look like this. Pull the tailbone back, come forward in the right knee. Open the chest to the sky, right arm under. Open back up. Dragonfly twist. Bring the right hand down. Sweep the right leg up to three-legged dog. Move through Vinyasa. Plank. Shift forward on the toes. Squeeze the triceps into the ribs. With this 90-degree angle, tuck the tailbone. Lift up. Upward facing dog. And roll over the toes. Down dog. Inhale your left leg up to three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open the hip. Square your shoulders. Come back to three-legged dog. Nose to knee, draw it in. Round your back, protract your shoulders. Step through. High crescent lunge. Stretch through your right heel. Lifting, maybe pick your gaze up. And we're coming to that power lunge. Hinge forward, hug your left hip under, hug it under. Pull up through the belly, reaching. And then slowly bring your hands heart center. Rotate to the left. Right elbow on the outside of your left knee. Take your gaze to your left shoulder or elbow. Press firmly through the left foot. Creating space in the left hips. We're not dumping into the left hip. Inhale, high lunge. Coming into that dragonfly twist, right hand comes down, left arm reaches up. Make sure you don't take an internal rotation in the bottom shoulder. Sometimes I like to rotate in, spin it out, open the chest. Slowly come down on your right knee. Bend the knee, reach back. You're going for the razor's edge. Let the left knee fall open. Little hip opener, and you're also stretching that right quadricep. Release the foot, tuck the back toe under, lift it up. Left hand's going to go on the inside of your left foot. Spin your back foot open at 45. Pull the tailbone towards the back of your mat. Reach your right arm forward. The shoulders are so tight. Right arm is going to wrap around. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you come into that bind. Just make sure you're not dumping forward like this. Pull the tailbone back. Get that nice opening. Now open it back up. Right hand down, left arm up. Spin the ball of your right foot. Left hand down, three-legged dog. And coming into your Vinyasa, plank, shift forward, chaturanga, up dog, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. Open your mouth inside out, let it go. Full breath in. Open your mouth inside out, let it go. Slowly walk all the way to the top of your mat and forward fold. Hinge in your hips, let the crown of your head fall. Maybe interlace your fingers behind your back, press your palms together, and just let the hands fall over the head. Release the arms, slowly roll it up. Inhale, fingers to the sky. Sorry, my recording was about to go dead, but it's okay now. Inhale, reach. Problems with recording, word fold. That's all I don't do it very often. Halfway lift. Step back with your right foot. Step back with your left foot. Plank. Retract your shoulders. Tuck your tailbone. Shift forward. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Step through. Step your right foot to the left and halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, finish the sky. Sweep it up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, step back left foot, step back right foot, plank, chaturanga, inhale up dog, exhale down dog. Inhale left leg up, step through, step your right foot to the left, halfway lift, exhale forward fold. Inhale, finish the side, sweep it up. Exhale forward fold. Halfway lift, jump it back or step, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg up to three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open the hip. I love a wild thing. So maybe doing a chill wild thing, bring the right ball of your foot down. Swing the left big toe to the back of your mat. Reaching. Three-legged dog. Right knee to left elbow, extend through, and just slide down in your right hip. I like to keep this back leg straight. Press through both hands, look out over the right shoulder. Now we're coming into a fallen triangle. So you're just going to press up, spin to the inside your left foot, maybe lift the right leg up. Three-legged dog. Step to the top of your mat. Warrior two. Warrior two. Neutral pelvis. Sometimes we like to hike this hip up, so we get this little internal rotation. Don't spin it open. It's just like you're in a straddle. The only thing that's different is the right foot rotates forward. Your right heel is in alignment with the inner arch of your left foot. Reaching through. Make sure you can always see the big toe on the inside of your knee. Sometimes the angle of the camera makes you look like you're out of alignment. But I'm constantly pulling the left hip back, right knee back. My left big toe is slightly in front of my heel. I'm not rotating the foot back. Slightly rotated forward. This is the opening right here. Left hip, you're pulling that right knee. You get this double hip opening. Right palm comes up, reverse. Moving back into your side angle. You can either bring your elbow to the knee or hand on the inside. Take the tailbone back. Stay in this 90-degree angle on your knee. Sweep the left arm forward. So you're creating your side angle from your left middle finger to that left heel. And left hand's going to come down, spin to the left, ball of your foot, right arm is up. Kind of where we started our practice. You're going to turn all 10 toes to the right, maybe walk that right foot down slightly, pull up through the left hip, and press firmly down with the right foot. Maybe take this all the way into a full side plank. And three-legged dog. You can take a three-legged vinyasa, three-legged plank, three-legged chaturanga, three-legged up dog, three-legged dog, down dog. Inhale your left leg up. Bend your knee, open the hip. Flip it over if you want. Reach into the left arm. Three-legged dog. Left knee to right elbow. Extend through, drop down in that left hip. Keep the right legs nice and straight. Our left hip is tight. Press both hands equally. Look out over the left shoulder. Or maybe find a fallen triangle. Lift up. Go to the inside arch of your right foot. Reach your right arm up. Maybe take that left leg and lift. And three-legged dog. Step through. Warrior two. Again, warrior two. It's just like a straddle. Pulling the right hip back, left knee back. Neutral pelvis. Pressing to the outer edge of your right foot. Lengthening through the spine. Reverse your warrior. Now come into your side angle, either elbow to knee or hand on the inside of your left foot. Take the right arm, reach it forward, creating that side angle. All right, hand's going to come down. Dragonfly twist into the ball of your right foot, where we started our practice today. Now you're going to spin all 10 toes to the left, and we come to the razor's edge of your right foot. Pick up the right hip, press firmly to the left. Maybe you take this into a full side plank. Just don't drop this right hip. Keep it lifted. I like to kind of start out sometimes, and then coming into that. One. And three-legged dog. Take a three-legged vinyasa, two-legged, we're just going to downward facing dog. Step jumper float to the hands and halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, fingers to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Jump it back or step, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. your knees. We're going to hop right into a chair pose. In chair, sometimes we want to push somebody out. Don't do that. You want to find your lower belly too. When you're about to sit in a chair, you don't go like that, right? So you've got to find your core. Set it down, pull the knees back, light your heels, toes are wide. Maybe lift your chest. We come right to a boat pose. When we come back up, we're going to take a sumo squat. Right here. Deep breath. Maybe sit down, yogi squat. Full breath in your nose. Open your mouth and just let everything go. Full breath in. Let it all go. Bring the hands down, lift your hips. Heel toe it back together, forward fold. Slowly roll it up. We're going to come onto the right foot first, finding tree pose. Tree pose is the most challenging pose for me because I don't know if you know your doshas, but I'm a little vata. So that just means that my mind is always spinning, and so when you're always thinking a lot of thoughts, sometimes it's really hard to draw your attention in and balance. And that's always my goal. To the arms. Then you're going to take the left arm back and take your right arm, grab the left big toe. Your two peace fingers. Someone asked me, your two peace fingers. And I like peace, man. And we're going to come into figure four chair. Breathe. Maybe take a little twist here. This is kind of the prep for a grasshopper, but I'm not going to do grasshopper today. But if you have grasshopper, feel free. You're ready for that deep of a twist. Or come right back to that revolve big toe stretch. Revolved half moon. Release the foot. Left foot travels back. Left hand down. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Open up your right side body to the right side of your mat. Press the ball of your left foot. And here we come back. Dragonfly twist. You know the theme of our practice today. Bring the right hand down. Step your left foot to the right and halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, ocean sky, sweep it up. Bring your hands heart center. Coming onto your left foot, tree pose. Nice external rotation in the right knee. Sometimes it's really easy to back bend here. I'll kind of, see? So I have to pull my ribs in, tuck my tailbones. I'm activating my core. Pull the ribs in. Reaching. Finding all four corners of your left foot is key. Building from the foundation up. So I'm really activating the bottom of my left foot. Pressing to the big toe mound. Finding my Padahasta, or Pada. When I am recording, I say the craziest things. Now we're going to slowly reach the right hand back. Take your two peace fingers, grab your right big toe, your long big toe stretch. Reach with those right fingertips, reach. That's what balances you. Figure four chair, bring it in. We're going to take that twist. If you're feeling your grasshopper, do it. If you don't know what grasshopper is, then no worries. And we're going to come right back up. Make a big toe stretch. Reach that right hand. That's the secret, is your right hand. Revolved half moon. Spin the right foot back. Right hand's going to come down. Open up the chest to the left side. Step back, dragonfly twist. Left hand comes down. Step your right foot to the left. And halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, fingers to the sky, sweep it up. Exhale, chair. If you have a crow pose, you can always move into a crow. If not, just hold your chair. Remember, find your core. For a crow, let's step back a little bit. Finding your hands, hasta, bandha is your preference here. Pressing through the index finger, mound the hand, shift forward, picking up the, I like to do one knee and then the other. Up dog. If you don't have a jump back, you can always just step it back. And now your right leg up to three-legged dog. You're going to step through and just pull the right hip back. I like to call this extended pyramid. Then we're going to take it to a revolved triangle, but it's going to be a little bit more deeper. So I'm going to take my left hand on the outside of my right pinky toe, pull the right hip back. I'm going to start to open my chest to the right side. And this is a little bit deeper. Your left hand can always just be underneath your left shoulder. Slowly bring the right hand down. Bend the knee. Step your left foot to the right. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Inhale, fingers to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Jump it back. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale your left leg up. Step through. Pull the left hip back. Extend your hip. Really pull the left hip back. Don't let it open. You don't want it to like be hanging out to the side. Pull it back. Press the ball of your left foot. Or maybe you take your right hand on the outside of your left pinky toe. Pull that left hip back. Reach for the left hand. Opening the chest. Bring the left hand down. Come back forward. Step your right foot to the left. Then we're coming to a noose. Just by coming down, or some people call it egg. Full breath. I'm going to take a side crow to the right side. So to do that, I'm going to use my mat. I'm going to move over to the left edge of my mat. Right fingertips rotate to the right side. I'm going to bring this left tricep into the side of the right knee. Both hands are facing to the right edge. I'm going to pick up, shift forward into my chaturanga shelf, lift the feet. Sit down, go back to the center. And then just maneuver over to the right. Same thing. Rotate. Both fingertips are rotated to the left. I'm going to pick up with this right tricep. Look forward. Lift the chest. Lift that left shoulder. Don't dump. And sit down. Bring it back to the center. Full breath in. Open your mouth and just let it go. Full breath in. Open your mouth and let it go. Bring the hands down. Lift the hips. Forward fold. I'm going to maneuver back to the center of my mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, fingers to sky, sweep up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, jump it back or step, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Shine the chest through, and downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up to three-legged dog. Now, you could just come into a lizard pose right here and hold. Or you can come into airplane. I'm going to do a flying split. So when I come from three-legged dog, I'm just going to plant my right leg on my right tricep, pick up, chaturanga shelf, getting the left side. Three-legged dog. Right knee to left elbow, fall in triangle, or take your running man. Nice big twist. Three-legged dog. Nose to knee. Step through, high lunge. So here's a very deep twist. It can be really challenging for me, for sure. So we're coming back into that revolve crescent. So you're going to rotate. The left arm comes underneath the left hamstring. Right arm comes around, 9 fingertips. Big twist. Take your gaze to the right shoulder. Now maybe you step your left foot to the right, then you come up. Revolve, bird of paradise. And you slowly step it back. Well, if it doesn't happen, if that step back, it's okay. And then open twist. Open that twist. The left foot is now forward. Bring the right hand down. Step your right foot to the right pinky finger. Focus up. Full breath in. Open your mouth and just let it go. Full breath in. Open your mouth and sigh out and let it go. I'm going to hop right into a chaturanga, but you can always just step back. And so my kitty cat opened the door by herself and went in. Like, she's got skills. Now, left leg is up. Remember, you can always come into your lizard or your airplane. I'm going to come into that flying split. It's more challenging for me on my left side. We're going to see if I can plant. There we go. Breathe. and three-legged dog. Left knee to right elbow. We're going to find your fallen triangle or your running man. Three-legged dog. Step through, high lunge. We're going to find your evolved crescent. Hands come to heart center. Rotate. Right elbow here. Now we're coming into that deep bind. Maybe it's harder for me on the left side. More challenging. So the right foot to the left. And slowly come up on the right side. We're going to come into that open twist. So open up, right hand down, right foot is forward now. Open. Bring the left hand down. And this time, just step back to plank. Lower all the way down to your mat. All the way down. Break your forearms through. Where we began our practice. Remember, rotate your heels up. You're going to find your throat lock. So you're pulling up in the back of your neck. Pull up with your chin. Pull under the back so your breath, your ujjayi, move up and down the back of your throat. It's more challenging for me to exhale. So hard. So to really push that air out. I'm going to find a seal pose. I'm still going to try to keep my legs activated. All I want to do is lift my elbows up. I'm kind of on my, I'm just going to shift my arms back. I'm just going to pull up. Breathe. Draw your shoulders down your back. And then slowly move down. All the way down. Bend your knees. Just want you to rubber back and forth. When we bring it to the center, you're going to reach back, grab the ankles, your soles of your feet or to the sky. Lift up. Press it. You're really applying pressure into the hands. Open the shoulders. Slowly lower down. And we look out with the right shoulder. It's a pretty good one. Bring it back to the center. This time we're going to reach on the inside. This is more of a quad stretch. You have tight quads. It's hard to get this. Breathe. And release. Now, all I'm going to do is roll over onto my back. Making sure that my feet are hip width, so I can't see my feet on each side of my hips. I'm going to press through my feet, lift the hips up. Tuck the tailbone so you're not opening in your lumbar lumbar. You want a flat lumbar. That's typically where everybody wants to back bend, but it's the only part of the back that really doesn't bend. But that's where we typically let go up. Don't. Tuck the tailbone, so you're drawing your pelvis. The pelvis is really large bone. Pull it towards your heart. Press firmly through the feet. Draw your belly in to your spine. And slowly lower down. Now, if you have a wheel pose, you can lift up into wheel. Like I said, I'm not a back bender, so I have to force myself to do wheel. Hands on each side. And I don't remember in yoga when we don't like to do things, that's when we really need to do them. So I'm going to try to not take external rotation in my hips. My feet want to rotate outwards, but I'm going to try to keep them rotated in as I press. And slow it down. Just let your knees fall open. Just hold your feet together in a ring. One hand your heart. One hand your belly. I'm going to take a happy baby. Really outer inches of the feet. Pressing the knees into the shoulders. Really flat back here. Try not to ground the spine. Push down into the mat. And slowly squeeze your knees into the chest. Maybe take a little side twist. Hang your arms, drop your knees to the right. Look out of your left shoulder. Bring it back to the center. Maybe drop your knees to the left. Maybe not from your right shoulder. Slowly bring it back to the center. Now you can come up into a waterfall. Waterfall is just with your legs straight. Maybe stack your hands underneath your sacrum, or you come up into a shoulder stand. We lift the hips up. But I'm going to roll forward, and I'm going to take my final pose into headstand. I'm on a incline, so let's hope that I don't just roll right over into the brick. I like to walk it in. And then slowly come all the way down. Shavasana. Taking this moment. breath in your nose. Open your mouth and just let it go. Full breath in your nose. Open your mouth and just release it all out. Last one with full breath in. And let it all go. Slowly squeeze your knees into your chest. Roll over to your right side. And then make your way seated whenever you're ready to rise. Lifting up. I invite you to bring your hands heart-centered in the chest. One more breath as a group. Take a full breath in. And open your mouth inside out. Let it go. Thank you so much for letting me lead you through your twisted practice today. Sometimes life is pretty twisted. And you just gotta get it all aligned and balanced out. May the life in me recognize and honor the life in me, light in you. Namaste. Thank you.